Boosters. This is Jace Manic from Flake Pedals, and I wanted to do a deep dive into my rat today. It's essentially a 1991 reissue of the vintage rat, I believe produced in the 70s. It's basically more modernized, and as you can see on the distortion knob, it's modified because originally these pedals had a 150k resistance in the potentiometers, but they replaced them with 100k as time progressed, or so I've read. So I went ahead on and reverted that back to the original value. This pedal essentially has a WIGHTFACE internals, as it was made in, again, 1991. I installed a quiet switch made by Gorva for the foot switch, and you see the two three-way knobs or switches on either side, top right, top left. You got on the left side basically clipping diode options. We got wanted to keep it as close to original as possible, so one setting is for the 1N4148s that came with the rat, and just wanted to keep it there for like OG mojo. The middle position is going to be for basically the op amp, which is a LM308 chip, and the top position is going to be basically asymmetrical clipping. I went ahead on and kept the 1N4148 diodes, and threw in an oversized yellow LED in the mix, because I figured everybody else uses red usually to, I guess, complement the aesthetics of the turbo rat. On the right side, I've covered in a previous video the Ruitz mod. Basically, middle position is clipped. Top position is going to be reverted to stock, but which I believe is 47 resistance. And then down is some arbitrary amount that I liked. Also, I installed a bright white LED right there in the center of the A, which I had to drill out, obviously. And I went ahead on and installed a 2.1 millimeter power jack, as you can see right there. Excuse the shadow. But basically, I wanted to make this thing a little more plausible on the pedal board when used on stage. You know, it definitely helps to know when the pedal is on and off, and not having to worry about 9-volt batteries. So there you have it. Let's get into the internals.
One eternity later.
Alright, here's the internals of the rat. As you can see in the bottom left corner of the circuit board, it is a genuine 91 reissue. Right here to the right, we have the Gorva quiet switch, 3-pole double throw. And if you're paying attention, you can see all the capacitors are original. I have not swapped out the Sprague style yet, because I figured, you know, I did not want to lose any kind of that mojo, so to speak, until, you know, they finally crap out. Then maybe we'll look into replacing them with some ceramic style capacitors later on down the line. There you have the DC power output jet, and if you're paying attention, you see that big potentiometer. It is a 1959 CTS. I bought it off of eBay, new old stock. They did not have the pins that penetrated the circuit board, so I had to kind of do some service loops to make it work, and it works. Being an electrician paid off, apparently. There's the LM308 Motorola chip in all its glory. Here's the clipping diode toggle switch. Again, on the top level, I've got the stock 1N4148s. On the bottom, we have the asymmetrical style with the yellow LED, and the center on position wires directly into the board right there to give you those LN308 sounds with no clipping diodes. Right here, I've shown in the previous video, is the roots toggle switch. So on the top we have the 47 resistance, and the bottom we have an arbitrary amount, and the middle is basically with the resistor clipped. You follow the black cable, it goes right where the 47 resistor value spot goes. So also, since I have it out, I wanted to share that this pedal was crafted by Joe, and there's the 100K resistor that was originally installed. So I'm gonna go ahead on and seal this back up, and we're gonna go on and hear how all this sounds.
One eternity later.
Alright, so we're essentially going to go through all the modes real fast. It's going to be a cover of a Melvin song. I'll let you guess which one it is. And we're going to play it the way King Buzzo would, with all the knobs all the way up. Enjoy.